some last minute provisioning before the big off.
So we've made it to the tavern just before this big storm comes in. I mean, look how grey that is. It's a nice tavern, it's in that corner. I'll film it tomorrow. So our wind speed 6.7. Hopefully we'll get into the wind soon. Get these sails going.
This morning we've left Meganissi and the taverna that's just in the Baffy bit of the port there, and we are going south, and we go south for as long as the sails will take us within daylight hours. So because we're having to tack because the wind's a bit against us, we probably won't reach Kefalonia, which is what we're after. We might be able to get to the south of Lefkada, so we'll tack our way down the Meganissi Strait, which is the strait of water between Meganissi Island and Lefkada Island, and see how we get on. But we've only got one making tack, so that's where you're making distance on one tack, and the other tack is pretty neutral. As you come back on yourself, back across the wind, you're not really making any forward distance. So we've only got one making tack currently. So to tack the boat, I normally use the autopilot, so I press the menu button, tack and drive, I select that, and then I pick we're either going to tack to port or we're going to tack to starboard. So in this case we're going to tack to port. So in a minute I'll press that while I get the sheet set up. Yep, so I'm on the sheets, got both sheets set up, port side, starboard side. And I let out on the starboard side, pull on the port side as the boat comes through the tack. So I've got a wind line in the water, I'm just going to let the boat accelerate slightly through this wind line. And then hopefully the boat will get round and stay on course. Because at the moment I have to keep throwing on the engine to get it through. Right, here we go, stand by the tack. Okay, we're going to tack now, boat's going to turn itself through the wind. Release that sheet over. And put it back in.
So we was planning on going to this island today, but unfortunately they're not letting people stop there at the moment because of the pigs. They're trying to protect the wildlife, but usually you can go there and swim with the pigs. Getting ready for this to hit us.
With a pin, it's going to pass. It's just in front of us like that.
This is what chaos looks like when you go into an anchorage and there's a storm. That's our line, got chewed up, rest of it there. Weather's terrible. Got lines. We had to evacuate the anchorage. It was real stressful. Got stuck in that. All the other boats are coming out as well because we were just getting washed up onto the rocks. After the most challenging day that we've had so far in our whole sailing career, we've managed to get into this calm bay. Looks like a little shower's going to come over, but it was nothing like earlier. We're going to get a good night's sleep.
So we come to this lovely little anchorage last night, and it was quite late, about 1900 or 7 p.m. for those that use the 12-hour clock, and that was post a drama we had in Assos, which is a little port, deep anchorage, where you need to pretty much stern tie to the rocks. And as we went in, anchored very deep, put out about 60 metres of chain, set the chain, and then got the stern tied straps on to the rocks. However, the storm come in, big gust of wind, and knocked the boat sideways low to the anchor, and obviously unpicked it, and we quickly drifted back towards the rocks, and it was very, very quick. Hence the reason I got quickly onto the helm, put into forward gear the starboard engine, and threw that forward. But clearly, because we'd already been knocked sideways, the strap that was holding us to the rocks went in the water. That subsequently wrapped around the prop, and it's just as well I fitted them hydro axe cutters, because the strap then, when I revved the engine, got itself cut and released us. Had we not had them on, we would have been pinned against the rocks, and I probably would have had to dive in to cut the strap with a knife. So the strap normally looks like that sort of thickness, and then obviously where it's been twisted around the prop, it's turned it into a strap rope. So we've lost a bit of it, probably about 15 metres. We've still got the remainder on the wheel, and in a minute I'm going to go in and check the props just for any potential damage or seal damage on the shaft drives, to make sure that that's all tickety-boo. But it was a significant bit of wind and swell at the same time, and everybody who was stern tied there was having the same dramas. Everybody got blown back on towards the rocks, everybody was pulling anchors and pulling straps, etc. It was absolute chaos, and because it was tight, we decided not to stay there and move ourselves away and try and get into somewhere else before nightfall. And lucky enough, we found this nice little place which has been calm and give us a good night's sleep.
Yeah, so what John isn't telling you is that he sent me to get the lines on my paddleboard, and the swell was really big, and when I got up to the rocks they were quite sharp and ragged, and I didn't really want to climb in, but I had no choice, because to get the lines back I had to actually get in the water. So as the swell was taking me, I actually fell and ended up swimming there. And anyway, so I got the lines, so that's good, and I come back like something out of a Y5A with my paddleboard, like as quickly as I could, chucked my paddleboard back on the back of the boat and my paddle. But what happened was, as I dragged my paddleboard back onto the boat, the paddle fell back in, so I left it there, because I just thought it's no point trying to retrieve a paddle and risk the boat, me and everything else, because John had the engines on, so I just let it go. So if anybody's out there and they see a paddle like this, it belongs to me.
Significant damage on it, so let's have a look. So I dive under the boat to check the prop, and as you can see there's some webbing strap caught in the rope cutter. This will need to be removed before we can move on.
So we've got the head sail out at the moment. Been out here a couple of hours now. Some right dramatic looking rocks here. Not far now.
No, mile. So this is tonight's anchorage, just south corner of Kefalonia. So it's very nice. Sun's just about to go down, and we are the only boat. So loads of swinging room, so we should sleep really peaceful tonight. There's an island in the far distance, and that is commonly known as a Zante. Sky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scary when it's that colour because it means it's going to be a real big storm. John's going underneath the boat to clean the hull. His dive buddy. He's supposed to be cleaning underneath the boat. Gonna give him the sack.
Once again we've had to move anchorage. You know, at the start we were right over the bay over there. That little dog loves the paddleboard now. She can't wait to get on it. Lovely and calm out here at the moment. Hey?
Love the sand.
She loved it.
Yeah, it was sandy. She enjoyed that.
Good.
Well done, Captain.
Okay, so we've just left the anchorage and we're going to go off to Argostoli, which is one of the main towns here on Kefalonia, and then we're going to go in there, motor up. Not a lot of wind this morning, and then we're going to either tie on the town key or we're going to go to anchor. But we're going to have a look around the town, which should be nice change.
There's supposed to be some turtles, isn't there, in the nature park, so we might go for a walk there.
Yeah,
as well.
we might go and have a walk there, yeah, for turtles.
We're just going past the cruise ship. It's quite a big town. Comes the ferry. Making the ferry look tiny. This is a sweet little park area. This is where you're supposed to see the turtles. Being lazy today. She don't like walking too far. Flowers are pretty. Look. Blue crabs. There's two of them. Yeah, look, there in front of me. Big. Bus station's quite old fashioned. Just popping in here to get some groceries, and they also do boat delivery, which is handy. There's a turtle coming past the boat. John's brought me out for date night and the Chinese is closed.
Different, isn't it?
Us riding home after date night. Always builds up at night when the sun goes down, you get a lot of swell. The sky's looking really pink again tonight. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Got another big cruise ship here this morning. We've got our light sail up as well because if the winds are light, we're going to fly this today. We've also been busy this morning putting the shades on the windows because it's just getting too warm now. That's us just leaving. It's a sail going up. 16 knots today, so should get some nice sailing in. It's always a bit intimidating when these big cruise ships come past. The other morning, one of these come in and we were over to the right in that little bay over there, and we got woken up in the middle of the night because it made such a massive wake.
TUI cruises.
Size of the wake. Turn into it.
I am turning into it, that's it. Right, here we go. Wake on. Wake up.
That was definitely what it is the other morning when we were in bed.
Yeah, it was. Must have been. We got shook to death. Okay, so we're sailing along now. We've had to take a tack away from shore, but we've got 12.2 knots of apparent wind, and we're doing 4.2 knots under sail. So I've got one reef in the main and the full head sail up currently. So we'll take a nice tack out from this course, and then we're going to tack back so we sort of get the wind on the beam and then fly down the south coast of Kefalonia. Press that winch button.
It's not turning. It's gone. Keeps falling off. Oh, fuck. Now we're in the shit. Do you want me to go and get a knife to cut it?
I need a line. I need another line so I can